The plan is this: education, transportation infrastructure, communication infrastructure, and a healthy environment. Those are the things, not tax breaks. Interestingly enough, every study shows that it isn't, that some companies will move to a state for short-term benefits with tax breaks, then they move out. So if you look at some of the most recent literature, and what CEOs are telling us is they want a stable environment, they want good, a robust education system for not only their children, but also, in fact, if you ask businesses that have come to New Hampshire, they will almost invariably tell you that the #1 reason they come is for our educated and well-trained workforce. Strong Democrat. And I am indeed a Democrat. I have, socially I believe in many of the things in the Democratic platform. But at heart, I'm a pragmatist. I want this state to be the kind of great state it has been in the past, and that's what I'm fighting for in this election. So all of my approach is common sense and pragmatic, and it's one of the reasons why I have refused to take a very antiquated pledge to absolutely veto, any broad-based tax and not have a conversation and not consider tools that are just like any other tools. And I'm proud to say I'm being joined by an increasing number of Republicans that have said it is time to end pledge politics. We can do this. We're independent in New Hampshire. We don't need somebody coming in to tell us how to run our state or tell us who we need to pledge to. My pledge to the people of New Hampshire. My attitude toward gambling, I don't have any particular angst against it. It's what I have said is I've moved around the state. It's very clear there are folks in certain locations, Sugar Hill, Franconia comes to mind, Littleton, the Seacoast area, they don't want it. They don't want it. And so I have said one of the top criteria has to be local input and whether they want it. I'm very aware that the selectmen have voted for it. I was just talking to somebody from Hudson, they voted for it. The police chief, I believe, in Salem voted for it. So I've tracked that very carefully. It seems obvious that in general, the votes in Salem, Hudson, Pelham, I think even up to Manchester, have been in favor of expanded gaming. So first of all, it has to rely on that kind of local input. The benefits of gambling go to the state. The problems with gambling, we all know there are some. We're down to the local level. So you have to have a loud voice in that. And I think that to a large extent you have in this area. The second thing because I have 3 major criteria that I operate by. The second thing is that it has to have very, very good oversight. There have been abuses in around the country at times, and so there has to be a very good oversight committee. And I know in Massachusetts, for example, it really took some time to get their oversight committee together. And then thirdly, what I'd like to see is a real wall between that industry and its ability to buy legislative influence. I have refused in my campaign to take any contributions from gambling interests. I want whatever decision that comes to my desk with any bill to be pure of mind, if you will. So I have not taken any contributions from the gambling industry or gambling interests. That all said, I think that it depends on the bill, that we'll have to see it. The decision is really in the hands of the legislature, and a governor really only has the opportunity to say yay, nay, or I'll let it go without my signature. But it would have to meet those 3 litmus tests before I could support anything like that.